because nobody else could make me see that.
Jennifer Lopez is not doing too well lately, as it seems the whole world is against her, so let's dive into the top 5 tragic moments that led to Jennifer Lopez's downfall. Now starting off, we have her new album and her tour was cancelled. Now earlier this year, J.Lo released her album, This Is Me Now. It had been 10 years since her last studio LP, 2014's AKA, and a whole 22 years since 2002's This Is Me Then, which gave her 2 of her biggest hits, Jenny from the Block and All I Have. Now J.Lo said, I didn't even have to make the record, it's not like anyone was clamoring for the next J.Lo record, you know what I mean? And maybe it should have stayed that way. Now despite a major promotional campaign, including a star-studded short film, This Is Me Now love story, that accompanied the album release, the album made a disappointing debut on the Billboard 200 at number 38. She then revealed that she was going on tour this summer, but she quickly cancelled it. Representatives for Live Nation announced that the summer tour, This Is Me Live, was cancelled, saying in a statement, Jennifer is taking time to be off with her children, family, and close friends. Now sources insist that pulling the plug was not due to poor ticket sales, but rather for personal reasons and wanting to be with her kids. Then there's no one wanting to be in her film. Now in order for Jennifer to execute her musical film the way she envisioned the project, she had to front the budget herself. Now in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, she revealed that she self-financed the movie, which cost $20 million in total to produce. Now J.Lo also had a very hard time booking celebrity cameos. In one scene in her documentary, the casting director tells her that we sent out all the offers last night to everybody and we're waiting to hear back from a few people, like Jane Fonda. Now a voice off camera then says Taylor Swift is a no, Jason Momoa is not available, Jennifer Coolidge is not available, Lizzo not available. J.Lo then says it'd be good to get Bad Bunny to do a little cameo as a bad kid, but of course that never ended up happening. It must have been a red flag that all these big names were turning down her project, but she didn't seem too bothered by it. Next is her rules for Ben. Now it's been revealed that J.Lo has some rules for her husband Ben Affleck, and a lot of people are calling her controlling and gross. Now it's said that he's not allowed to be on planes with female flight attendants. Why? Well, J.Lo's then husband Mark Anthony had an alleged fling with a flight attendant, so she banned women from working on her private jet, so nothing like that could ever happen again. She then made sure that Ben was going to the gym and eating healthy, and it was also reported that J.Lo demanded sexual intercourse 4 times a week from her husband. Now Ben denied this and all other roles in a Vanity Fair interview, but honestly I think that could have just been damage control. On to her past interviews. Now the infamous Movie Line interview in 1998 that could have almost ruined J.Lo's career was truly worse than you could imagine. She was 27 at the time and fresh off the success of her film Selena. Now she basically decided to trash all other celebrities that were big at the time and try to trivialize their career and contributions to the industry. In fact, when asked about Madonna, she actually said, "Do I think she's a great performer? Yeah, I do. Do I think she's a great actress? No. Acting is what I do, so I'm harder on people when they say, oh, I can do that, I can act. I'm like, hey, don't spit on my craft." Now it was so ironic because J.Lo would go on to do both music and acting for the rest of her career, and critics also trashed her acting on the big screen. Now also at the time, Madonna had been a star for a lot longer than J.Lo, so there was really no comparison there. And then with Gwyneth Paltrow was brought up, Jennifer almost seemed to laugh and made it clear that she didn't take her fellow actress's career seriously by saying, "Tell me what she's been in, I swear to God, I don't remember anything she was in. Some people get hot by association. I heard more about her and Brad Pitt than I've ever heard about her work." And finally we have faking being from the Bronx. Now her project sparked controversy and backlash on TikTok, all because of the way Jennifer was talking about her upbringing in the Bronx. Now in her documentary, Jennifer says the greatest love story never told is about facing the truth of who you really are, but a clip completely backfired when it went viral, as fans started accusing her of misrepresenting herself. Now it shows Jen tousle her hair while looking into a mirror, reminiscing about her childhood. She says, "I like taking my hair out like this this, it reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block, crazy little girl who used to be wild and no limits, all dreams. But even though she loves speaking about the Bronx, it's a place that she actively avoids. Now, one TikTok creator, Photos by Angela, posted a video alleging that she and J.Lo had gone to the same high school and claims to have waited for years before speaking out, having been annoyed in silence. Now, in the TikTok clip, she bluntly accuses J.Lo of lying and using the residents of the Bronx to look human. Then, in J.Lo's documentary, she recalls her go-to order at the local bodega while growing up. My go-to order at the bodega was ham and cheese on a roll with an orange drink, if you know you know, and a small bag of chips, she said. Now, on TikTok, creators from the neighborhood have taken to the internet to express their outright confusion about J.Lo's bodega request. Now, specifically, people seem to be pretty confused about what exactly the orange drink is. So no one knows what orange drink you're talking about, J.Lo, and they're all making fun of you. Well, that's all for our list of the top 5 tragic moments that led to Jennifer Lopez's downfall. Now, will things get better for Jen or worse? I guess we'll just have to wait and see what the future holds for her.